We are what we eat, and certainly we are not supposed to take something that we are not sure of. With 4Life Philippines, they have the credibility to sell products that we can take in. And certainly these are products that are approved by the authorities of food and drugs, not only in the Philippines, but also abroad. The key ingredients in 4Life's product is the transfer factor, a class of messenger molecules that provide valuable immune information to better help your immune system recognize, respond to, and remember potential health threats. The Chief Scientific Officer, who is a scientist, will tell us more about this transfer factor and tell us about the wonders of it for the human body. Tell us more about that.
Well, transfer factors, as the name indicates, transfer something. In this case, it's immunity. And it's one of nature's way of passing immunity both vertically from mother to child, but it can also be passed horizontally. All mammals make transfer factors, and the interesting thing about them is that they can be borrowed from one individual and given to another individual, and they will gain the immunity that this person had without ever being exposed to the same pathogens that the first individual was.
So the trauma and the destructive effect would not be necessary.
It is not necessary. That's right. It builds a stronger immune system that gives us natural defenses.
Yeah. Which mammal then could transfer it to humans in terms of as far as your product is concerned?
Well, that's an interesting question because these transfer factors are common amongst all mammals. And where we obtain our transfer factors from is the colostrum from cows.
Great.
Of course, they're exposed to a lot of bacteria and a lot of viruses, and these things come in families, and so there's what's called cross immunities. And with technology, we can take that colostrum, separate out these transfer factors, concentrate them into a powder, which we use then in our product. These transfer factors are much smaller, but they too carry immune type information. So they're signal molecules. They're molecules that help our immune system recognize a threat, to respond to the threat, and to help remember the threat, so that we can enjoy better health.
So it's both short-term and long-term in terms of protection that we're getting from it.
Yes, it can be.
With its relentless research and product development, 4Life regularly comes up with improvement as well as new products.
Well, it's an exciting product too, but it's one that we're launching today. It's composed of essential fatty acids. Many people have heard about them around the world now, and they are important to the structure and function of our body. It helps you retain a smoother skin, helps you retain vision longer because the eyes require this. A recent clinical study showed that 4Life transfer factors significantly boost the production of antibodies and increase the activities of body's natural killer cells. But for us to fully understand the benefits of 4Life products, here are some testimonials from actual users.
Here with us today is a breast cancer specialist from Davao City. Hi, Doctor.
Hello, Ina.
Hi. Doc, may tanong lang po kami. Paano nyo nalaman itong product na to?
Well, actually, a family friend of ours visited me in my clinic and introduced transfer factor to me. And at first, every doctor would be hesitant to prescribe a food supplement at that. Kasi natatakot ang mga doktor na baka hindi effective. Until a patient who had recurrent breast cancer came to my clinic. The next option there is not surgery, not radiotherapy, but more expensive chemotherapy. With this option that I gave her, she cried and she said she couldn't afford the very expensive treatment. So I said, oh, why don't you try this product, transfer factor? This was introduced to me. And after 1 month, she came back to me in my clinic, and I was amazed with the result. Because of this patient, I became a true believer of transfer factor, and I give it to all my patients.
These products are well studied. It's really backed up with good science, and that's why I came to believe this way back in 2009 when it was introduced to me. Though initially I was skeptic, but after reading all the materials, trying to review all the write-ups and the studies, and knowing that the science been there for more than 50 years already. It was just refined, and the biotechnology was only provided by this company, and they come up with a very potent transfer factor, and that's creating the wonders today. This has changed my family. I started it with my family, started with the oldest, my Lola, who is now 89 years old, and not only to my family, to my patients now. And I think the role I have now with For Life is that I have to share this to as many doctors. So we're doing educational forum to the doctors to share to them the science, most especially, and how it can help their patients.
Not only has the unique transfer factor products of For Life been able to help hundreds and thousands and even millions of health-challenged individuals all over the world, its productive and rewarding direct sales model has served as the key to the financial freedom of many of its distributors. More on the business opportunities of For Life when we come back in Thumbs Up.
Fortify your first line of defense with For Life Transfer Factor.